Imagine this for a second. You're not rich. You're not a crypto genius. You don't have insider information. You're not flipping houses or trading all day. You're just an average person, putting aside $70 every single week. That's it. No hype. No magic trick. No lottery ticket mindset. Just $70 a week. Now here's the crazy part most people won't tell you. If you do this consistently into the right 3 ETFs and you give it time, you can realistically end up with over $1 million. Not overnight, not next year, but over a normal working lifetime. And today, I want to show you exactly how that works, what those 3 ETFs are, and why this simple plan beats almost everything most people try. Let's start with the biggest mistake people make. Most people think you need a lot of money to invest. They think investing is for rich people, bankers, or people who already made it. That belief alone keeps people broke for decades. Because the truth is, how much you invest matters far less than how long you stay invested. Let me explain. $70 a week sounds small, right? That's roughly what some people spend on eating out, random subscriptions, impulse buys, transport they don't even remember. $70 a week is $10 a day. Now $70 per week equals $3,640 per year. If you invest that every year and earn nothing, you just have your money. But investing is about growth. Historically, the stock market has returned around 8 to 10% per year over long periods. We are not assuming anything crazy here. We are not chasing the highest returns. We are just using history. Now here's where the magic starts. When you invest weekly, something powerful happens. You buy more when prices are low. You buy less when prices are high. You stop trying to time the market. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it's one of the most boring but powerful strategies ever created. Now let's talk about ETFs, because this is where most beginners get confused. An ETF is basically a basket of investments. Instead of trying to pick individual stocks and stressing every day, you buy one ETF that already owns hundreds or even thousands of companies. So when one company fails, it doesn't destroy you. When one company wins big, you benefit. ETFs are built for long-term investors, not gamblers. And if your goal is to retire wealthy, you don't need 20 ETFs. You don't need complexity. You need just 3. Let's go through them one by one. The first ETF is your foundation. This is the one that carries the most weight in your portfolio. A total U.S. stock market ETF or an S&P 500 ETF. Examples include ETFs that track the entire U.S. stock market or the 500 biggest U.S. companies. When you invest here, you are investing in Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and hundreds of other companies you already use every day. You're not betting on one company. You're betting on the U.S. economy continuing to grow over time. And historically, that has been a very good bet. This ETF is about growth. It will go up. It will go down. There will be crashes. But over long periods, it has always moved upward. This ETF should take the largest share of your $70 per week. Why? Because growth early on matters more than income. When you're young or just starting, you don't need cash payments yet. You need your money to compound. Which brings us to the second ETF, an international stock market ETF. This is the one most people skip and regret later. When you invest only in your home country, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. An international ETF spreads your money across Europe, Asia, emerging markets, companies outside the US. Why does this matter? Because different countries perform well at different times. Sometimes the US leads. Sometimes other markets catch up or outperform. By owning international stocks, you're saying, I don't know which country will win, so I'll own them all. This ETF adds diversification. It reduces risk. It smooths out volatility. And over decades, it protects you from betting on just one economy. Now let's talk about the third ETF, the one people love, a dividend or income ETF. This ETF focuses on companies that pay regular cash dividends. Instead of only growing in price, these companies also pay you real money, usually every quarter. Early on, the dividends might feel small. You might earn a few dollars, then a few hundred, then thousands per year. But over time, something incredible happens. Those dividends get reinvested, which buys more shares, which pays more dividends, which buys more shares. This is called compounding income. Later in life, This ETF becomes powerful. It can help fund retirement, cover living expenses, reduce how much you need to sell. Now let's put this all together. Every week, you invest $70. Not emotionally, not randomly, not when you feel like it. Automatically, you split it across growth, diversification, income. You don't panic during crashes. You don't chase trends. You don't sell because of fear. You just keep investing. Now let's talk numbers, realistically. If you invest $70 per week for 30 to 35 years, earning an average market return, you're not just saving money. You're building a machine. A machine that compounds. Over time, your total investment might be a few $100,000, but your portfolio value can grow to $800,000, $1 million, or more. And here's the most important part. Most people don't fail because they choose the wrong ETF. They fail because they stop, they panic, they overcomplicate, they try to get rich fast. This strategy works because it's boring, and boring is powerful. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need genius intelligence. You just need discipline. Every week, every month, every year. While others are guessing, you're compounding. While others are chasing hype, you're building wealth quietly. And one day, years from now, people will ask you how you did it. And the answer will be simple. I invested $70 in a week into just 3 ETFs. And I didn't stop. If you found this helpful, take a second to like the video. Subscribe if you want more realistic investing strategies. And comment below, ETF, if you're starting or already investing weekly. I'll see you in the next one.